Okay, we've got Cornell head coach Jenny Graap here on the right and senior defender Kate Ivory on the left. Coach Graap, can you just start off with some general comments about the game tonight?
Sure. I think that we battled against a very talented Penn team, and I felt like we were just a little bit off. Certainly in our shooting, I thought notably our free position shooting, I think we were 0 for 8. I think that was it's tough when you have those opportunities and you don't put the ball in the net. I thought our defense played really well, and I thought we battled pretty evenly on the draw control. So I think it did come down to our offense not executing as well as we needed to.
Questions for Coach or Kate?
Yeah, coming in to the second half, obviously you guys were down by 4, and that we kind of spread out as the second half went on. Did the fact that you guys had already come back from a couple of 7-goal deficits in the last matchup, did that keep you guys, extra motivated at that point?
Want to take that one?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think it definitely gave us confidence in the fact that we knew as a team that we could come back, and we definitely came in really hungry in the second half. But I also think Penn knew that we were the team that can come back, so they came into the second half just as hard as we did, so they were able to maintain that lead. So I think just the experience in the first game that we played against them was in both teams' advantages.
Coach, in that first half, maybe about halfway through or a little bit longer, Penn went on that little bit of a spurt, especially with both goaltenders playing well. Can you talk about the impact that had on the game?
Yeah, I think that, when Penn took a sizable lead there in the second half, we had to rush a little bit more in our offense, and I thought it definitely didn't help us that we were already struggling to get in sync, and we turned it over a couple times there in the offensive end without getting some quality shots off, and so I thought that made it that much more difficult to just come back down and play defense again. We had some turnovers in the midfield that were a bit costly as well in transition, especially in the first half. I think we had 2 turnovers in a row, trying to bring the ball out of our defensive end, and so those things all lent into, I think, our attack not getting the ball as much as we needed to try to get in sync. But proud of the effort, just disappointed with the outcome.
Have any thoughts on the Penn-Dartmouth final?
I mean, it's 2 great teams, and I think Penn looked really strong tonight. And having watched the other game, I thought it could have gone either way. In fact, I actually thought Princeton had it, had it up until probably that overtime segment there. But I think Penn looks like a team that's ready to win on Sunday.
Yeah.
Kate, a little homecoming for you.
Yeah.
How disappointing is it to come home and just...
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. In my 4-year run, we've been down to Philly quite a few times, and we haven't been able to, get the outcome we wanted. But just to even be here is a great opportunity, and to be in the Final Four, the top 4 teams of the league, is awesome. And having 3 out of 4 of my years being able to come to this tournament was just such a good experience. And we got to play against such great teams, great players. So, it's disappointing, but I'm still happy to be here.
Coach, you mentioned having trouble getting out of your own defensive end. Is that more of how Penn was trapping at that point, or was that, who takes the blame on?
I do think it's a credit to Penn's ride. If I can remember a couple in the first half there, they trapped Claire McManus in a double team and got a turnover there, and then just a few minutes later they tracked down one of our fastest midfielders, Amanda D'Amico, number 9, and they were able to get a stick check from behind. So clearly that's a great effort on the Penn unit in their ride, trying to get the ball back. So I think that was probably the factor for us. Perhaps we just didn't move the ball ourselves well in those situations, trying to pass before we got trapped, or pass the ball before we lost it on the stick check from behind. But I did think Penn was energetic and fast in the ride.
Any other questions for Coach or Kate? No? All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.